imagine if you had one cloud storage and then you can add other cloud storage to it. So right, so you have this cloud called OneCloud, for example, and then you register for Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, OneDrive, and then you can sync these or link these all to your OneCloud or whatever it's called, right? And then the trick is um, each of these um, each of these cloud storage solutions like Google Drive, Box, Dropbox, all these, after a certain amount of terabytes or a gigabytes of data of storage, you're gonna have to pay for it. But if you could combine all of them, then technically you could get them for free, right? You can get a few gigabytes from this company, a few gigabytes from that company, and a few. You just combine them all, and then you can technically have all of them, right? Um, but the downside of this is that you're dealing with a bunch of different solutions. So you're like, hey, let me look for my English file, English homework file. Oh wait, shoot, it's not in Google Drive. I put it in OneDrive, and then you might be in OneDrive, and you're like, let me look for my math homework. And wait, I don't think I stored it here. It might have been in Dropbox, or was it in Google Drive, or was it in I don't remember where I stored it, right? So it would be really nice, wouldn't it, if you could take the advantage and get all of the um, free tier plans from all these companies, but combine them into just one cloud storage solution. So that's what I wanted to create as a product. But then I thought about it and I'm like, wait, I don't think it's such a good idea to just, take advantage of like these companies' free tier. And then I also thought about it and I was like, wait, actually this kind of already exists. I can make it exist. Right? Each of these companies that provide cloud storage solutions, they usually have a method to sync their data to your computer, right? And if you really wanted to, I guess you could create aliases, if you know what I mean. So right here we have Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, and Box, right? It might be kind of small, so I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that this is your home folder, home folder, home folder. So you could just create a bunch of like aliases that point to it. Like if you don't want to go digging around in each of these four subfolders, right? You could just create aliases to them, right? So what do I mean, right? So here's what I mean. So let's create a file called, this is Google Drive, right? And then we're gonna create one called OneDrive. We're gonna create another one called Dropbox and another one called Box, for example, right? And then we're gonna go into actually, yeah. I'm gonna go to the box file, right? So I'm gonna make mk or touch English homework.txt. All right, and then I'm gonna go to Dropbox, right? And I'm gonna create a file called math homework.txt. And then I can go to OneDrive. Sorry, this is taking a while. Okay, whatever. But you see my point, okay? So in each of these files, you can create you can just sign up for a bunch of different cloud storage solutions, and then if you want the files inside of it, then you can just create an alias, right? So let's create a home folder. Pretend this is the home folder, right? This is the home folder of your desktop. So inside of here, if you want access to all those other files, you can just go into like your box and then create an alias, right? And then you can just drag it here. And then for your box, where there's a math homework, you can just create an alias and then you can put it here. So now, like this, your home folder is going to appear as though it has all these files, when in reality, it doesn't. In reality, these two files are actually stored in one in Box and another one in Dropbox, right? And you can do this with like folders as well. You can say this is English essay 1, for example. And this is where you store like your brainstorm, your essay prompts, your evidence, all that stuff. And then you can just make an alias to it. and then you just take your alias and put it in your home folder, right? So on your computer home folder, you're gonna have a bunch of aliases pointing to all those different cloud storage solutions, but you can have them all in one place because they're aliases. So I guess this is one way to solve the problem. Though I suppose if you have all these aliases, it can be kind of a pain to update them. And sometimes maybe you deleted the let's say you take English homework.txt and then you just move that to the trash. So if that's deleted, you still have the alias right here, and you might not know. And then when you go digging for it, you're like, hey, this shortcut to a file, this alias to a file, it disappeared, right? So I suppose just go with one cloud storage solution. That's what I do.